Hi, and surprise! Welcome back to the life of Shetty and more. So, today I'm trying something different. Please excuse me. I'm taking out my braids that I've had in since Valentine's Day. It is time for them to come out. But as I do this, I decided I wanted to watch one of my favorite shows, Married at First Sight. I love this show and I just figured I'm going to do a review on it today. So this is the first time I've ever done a review. So I hope you enjoy it. So anyway, let's get started. I haven't even begun watching the full episode yet. Like I'm literally just getting through the previews for the last episode, and I'm already annoyed with Paige because I was reminded on how her and Chris decided to start over. Hi, I'm Paige. Hello, I'm Chris. Like, really, Paige? Like, really? You want to start over with this man? I'm annoyed already. But anyway, stay tuned. Okay, I'm back already. I'm still on the preview for the last episode, and I was also reminded of Champagne Vinny and his stank attitude. He's such a big baby. Like, get over it, grow up. If you don't know how to do something, just go with the flow and have fun, Vinny. Like really? You gotta act like that just because you couldn't dance salsa, which is also a little crazy. Like you should be a little comfortable with it. You don't have to be, you know, an expert at it. You're a beginner. Have fun with your new wife. So the pilot and his young wife are having a conversation about these about another one of her guy friends. Like, girl, stop. You're married now. When are you going to get that through your head? Like, no, you cannot talk to all these men. Now, I don't think there's anything wrong with having friends of the opposite sex, but your husband needs to be aware of who those friends are. And if you, when you get married, things change. She's going to need to get used to that. Okay, it's a miracle. So Champagne Vinny actually admitted that he needs to um, calm down. He apologized. He took responsibility. I'm so pleased about that. Like, because I really like them. I want them to work out. But he was just tripping. But I'm so glad that he knew that he was tripping. I I have nothing else to say about him. I like him again because I love them as a couple, and his wife is the bomb. I like her. You know, when I first started watching, I said, "Oh no, she's gonna be bossy. She's gonna think this, that, and the other." But she is not. Okay, she is respecting her man, and I'm loving it. Paige, what in the hell are you doing? I am sick and tired of you being so stupid. I thought you were educated. I thought you were so articulate. I thought you were smart. I thought you had a brain on the first one or two episodes. But ever since you have been making yourself look like a damn fool, what the heck do you mean you want to start over again with lazy eyed Chris? I'm sick of him. Every time he talks like this. He's so unenthused. He's got no energy. He can barely open his eyes. I'm sick of it. And now you can't even call her, but you want to go out to dinner and then she's talking about what are we doing? Yeah, Paige, what are you doing? Just like the doctor said. What are you doing? Why are you there? Why are you talking about the woman of God that you are? Like God told you to stay with this fool. Stop it already. Cut it out. I don't even feel sorry for you at this point. Hey, you like it, I love it. That's what you want. You want to be dumb? Hey, have at it. Because he's going to keep making you look stupid. Show after show, episode after episode. So Ryan and his wife are talking about sex, and Ryan is uncomfortable as usual. But they're doing everything else when it comes to being intimate with each other, but everything else except sex. Um, and now I find out that she's dealt with this in a previous relationship where they had sex 3 times a year. So now I'm looking at her like, hate to say it, I'm looking at her like, you might need to have a conversation with the people that you're with to figure out why they don't want to have sex with you. Like, I don't want to say that there's anything wrong with her, but that's really not common in relationships. Men are usually the ones who want to do it all the time. So, this is happening to you again. I'm going to need the doctors to get to the bottom of this. Okay, so the only thing I saw so far about Meathead and I don't remember her name, but anyway, Meathead, the one who loves the 80s and all he does is eat meat and um he's they're talking about sex and he's like, well, it would be nice if it existed, but I was looking for a little bit more. Maybe it's coming up about that because I'm gonna need his wife to be honest and just tell him he had a little penis and she's not interested. I mean, come on now. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that immediately after they had sex, she was done. She checked out. She didn't want him to touch her. She doesn't want anything. Like, obviously, either his penis is extremely small or maybe he just didn't know what he was doing. But you can work with somebody when you're doing an experiment like this that doesn't know what they're doing. But you can't work with a little penis. Sorry, but this is my opinion. I think that's got to be what it is. I mean, come on now. He's acting like he doesn't know. He knows it's little. He knows. He's used to this. Okay, so Meathead and his wife had to have a lesson about intimacy and they need to start sleeping together in the bed. We'll see how that goes. Obviously, she's not into him, and I don't see that changing. But Champagne Vinny and his wife, once again, they're doing well. And I thought that was a cute little exercise they did. Now they're coming to Ryan and his wife. We'll see what happens here. I want to know what's up with him. Okay, so the doctor had a really good point. What if Ryan's a virgin? He's such a Christian man, according to him. So maybe he decided to wait until marriage and now he's just scared because he's never done it before. He doesn't know what he's doing. But apparently, he's a pro at everything else. So the two Christians had Bible study and talked about God for the first time and something that they should have done a long time ago. That was the problem. They didn't bring God into it. But you guys both talked about how you love the Lord the whole time and you never thought to bring God into it until now. Okay, and now they're having chicken and Bible study, and Chris decides to tell Paige that he bought his ex-fiance and mother of his child, his imaginary child, because we already know she's not pregnant. He bought her a brand new BMW because of the king or queen that he's bringing into the world. Sir, why didn't you wait until the baby arrived with this cockamamie, what do they say? This excuse for why she hasn't driven in so long and he wants her to get used to it before she has the baby, and he needed to get her a car because she's the mother of his child and the mother of his child needs to drive a brand new Benz. Really? He's not even driving a Benz. He's driving a Lexus, but he had to buy her a brand new Benz. Paige, I'm going to need you to turn the page. Please. Okay, guys, so that was the episode. It took me that amount of time to finish getting these braids out of my head, and I did it. So that was great. That's all the show was good for, though. It really wasn't the best show. I think I was really annoyed because I had to keep looking at Chris and Paige, and I'm just like, enough already. Like, seriously, Paige. Like, stop it already. Like, don't allow this man to have you on here looking crazy. Like, stop it. You deserve better. He is not the one. You are not the two, and he is not the one. And if I have to deal with this, if they come back next week like they're really trying to work on something, I'm gonna have to just start fast forwarding and skipping page and lazy eye Chris, because I'm absolutely sick of it. But you know what? The only thing it was good for was to help me get these braids out. So I'll be back next week because this is my favorite show. So anyway, thanks for tuning in today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.